That's how I get ready for this kind of shit. Alright, welcome to my live Q&A. I'm really sorry for keeping you guys waiting. I had some technical difficulties trying to get stuff done. As you can see, I've got this little stupid fucking speech bubble so I can see everybody's stuff. This is live right now. If you're not watching it live and you're watching it after like the VOD of this, then you didn't have to wait for anything, so that's cool. Alright, so yeah, basically I'm gonna sit here and just answer questions and talk. And you're probably wondering why now? Why am I randomly doing a a Q&A thing? And I guess the biggest reason is because I actually I tried doing some vlogs. I did a vlog about like catfish. I did a vlog about the Orlando shooting. I did a vlog about depression. And I feel like whenever I do a vlog, I always end up just stopping. Like, I'm like, fuck this, I can't be asked to upload this, or I can't bother, because I always feel like I have really good points in the video, then I'm just like, oh, whatever, who cares, and I just never put it up. Anyway, so yeah, if you guys want to ask me questions, then I will answer them and just talk, basically. I just feel like having a chat, I guess, if that makes sense. This is kind of cool. I can see myself, I can see the questions, it's mirrored, so I'm trying to point and it's wrong, but I can see all your stuff and everything, so I think it'll be interesting to... Where's Angus? Angus is right here. He's right next to me. I'm actually seeing Angus the weekend, so we're gonna do a bunch of cringe with him. What is my favorite color? Yellow, for sure. I love the color yellow. When I was a kid, I loved the color green, always, but then I grew up and I don't know why, I just seemed to love the color yellow for some reason. Tell us about Sanity. Well, Sanity, the next season of Sanity, it should be up on YouTube. I thought it was gonna be up in May. So I'm sorry for that, guys. I actually emailed the person who takes care of that shit recently, and they basically said like, oh, yeah, we'll try and aim for a July, release date. However, you can watch all the episodes on Vessel. If you type in Sanity Not Included Shorts Vessel, every episode will be on there. There's 11 episodes, I think, or 10. I think it's 11 though, or is it 10? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's 10. So all the episodes are already on there, and they've been on there for a while. I don't know why they're not on YouTube for some reason, so... Yeah. What's this one? Will you bring back drunk streams? Probably. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been drinking as much recently. I've been drinking because of E3. I've been doing drinking games for E3, but for the most part, I'm trying to be more healthy, because, as you know, I've put on some weight from moving to America, which is my own fault. 100%, just eating shit every day. And there was a point towards the end of my time in America, I wasn't happy at all. So I was depressed, to be honest. So I was just drinking beer, like a shit ton of beer, like every night. Just going out and getting drunk pretty much every night. So it wasn't good. So I put on a shit ton of weight because of that, and it's just not good, really. So yeah, just trying to not drink as much. So we'll see. We'll see. What are your other side projects? I've got a lot of side projects, actually. I was gonna make a video about it. The channel is called Arcade Cloud, and what it is it's a channel with a bunch of like animation stuff, just original stuff, basically original content. And I recently got a job with a friend of mine who works for a company called Smash Bits. I did a show with them back in the day, if you might recall. It was called Smash Champ. So all of my stuff really is gonna go on this Arcade Cloud channel. Which is a show I'm doing, I'm going to actually do later, edit later after I've done this. It's called Love Hate, and it's basically 10 things I love about a game, and 10 things I hate about the game. So it's kind of like a review show, but in that kind of format. I'm also doing an Overwatch SFM show with a friend of mine called Logan, very talented, did a lot of stuff with him in the past. And that's going to be shorts, Overwatch shorts, which are going to be really awesome. I've already done audio for that shit. There's Smash Champ. Link is coming back, I believe, on Machinima. I think it's coming on Machinima, I believe. And I've also done 5 episodes of Smash Champ Snake, the last 5 episodes of Smash Champ Snake recently. So I did all that the other day. I've also got an Undertale show that I'm going to be doing, which is 10 episodes long, but I haven't really had time to sit down and figure that out yet, so I've got that to do. And I also do 2 audios a week, which is my full-time job, pretty much. That's like my full-time job, all the rest is extra shit. And I do 2 audios a week for Smash Bits, and that's just whatever I want to do. And there's going to be a lot of them on Arcade Cloud. That's where we're gonna go. So that's the channel you pretty much want to go to, is the Arcade Cloud channel, because that's gonna have all my cool shit. And I will update you guys once like there is content on that channel and content like my stuff is elsewhere. But yeah, it's been very difficult to keep up with stuff though. I've had like, seriously, I literally have like 10 projects going on. It's been pretty difficult. I should be working right now. I should be recording like gameplay, and I should be editing Cringe, and I should be editing this other show. But I just feel quite energetic and I want to talk, so that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm answering your questions. Alright, next question. What's your favourite meme? Don't have a favourite meme. Memes are Goonie. I love Smash Champ Link. Yeah, I like Smash Champ Link as well. It was really fun. That's why it was kind of a shame that we didn't get to finish it on Machinima. Although it is on the Smash Bits channel, all 10 episodes, so it's pretty cool. Are we gonna get a Bish in a vlog? That's the plan. Like, I really want to do a Bish factor and just have Bish with me, and that'd be hilarious. Or just have him as a guest. But like, I'm not really like, as much as Bish is, you know, the meme thing, I guess, and he's like the channel mascot in a way. We're not really good friends, if that makes sense. We know each other, we're acquaintances, but not like best friends or anything. So it's a bit more difficult to just get him on the show, I guess. So I don't even know. Yeah. Do I like Jeffiti Fish? What the fuck is that? Oh god, these are going so fast. I can't even like see this. Where did Bish come from? So the story of Bish, I'm pretty sure I've told the story before on stream, but I'll give you another full-on story of Bish here. So how I know Bish is that we went down to Cheltenham. I used to go down there a lot and see my friends. My friend Ash used to live there, and a bunch of people he went to uni with. And we used to drive down there, like me, Chris, and Angus. Used to hang out and go clubbing and whatever, usual guy stuff, you know. So we're there this one time. Me and Chris show up. Angus shows up. And there's just this random kid there called Bish. I'm like, who is this guy? And it was like Ash's mate, and I guess Sam's, I don't know. I guess he just got invited for some reason. I didn't know why. And he was there, this Bish guy, and he wore these glasses, and he was such a goon, but he was funny, man. So everything in that Bish rap that I did a while ago, Intermission 3, I guess, Interbition, is actually pretty much what happened. Like the part where it's, you know, I'm saying, I take pictures of Chris in this generic London hair. That happened because like, that's why I used to call his hair generic London. I guess I got the generic London hair now. But I used to say that about Chris's hair all the time. And he like trying to take pictures of his hair because he wanted to get his hair or some shit. And he just did a bunch of weird shit, like he was in crutches as well. He broke his leg or something, so he went clubbing that night, and he came to the club in crutches. Like, he actually came to the club in the crutches. Like, what is that all about? So we just thought it was hilarious, and then it kind of became a thing where, like, as an insult, like, shut up, you Bish, you're a Bish, like, as a joke. Then it kind of, you know, sparked, because me and Angus used to play League, and they were the Minions. We used to go, the Minions! Then it kind of went into Bish. Then Bish just became a thing, really. That's how Bish started. So that's all the Bish stuff for you. That's the Bish story right there. What else have we got? How much time does it take to record your videos, and which programs do you use? It definitely varies. I think gameplay takes quite a while lately because my videos, I try and have them go between the, you know, the video and the game. So that's quite time consuming, to be honest. Cringe isn't too bad. I actually recorded like 5 Cringe because that takes like an hour maybe just to watch 5 of those, and they take about half an hour to edit one each, so it's not too bad. The show that I'm going to edit later probably take about 2 hours. One of the shows, like when I do audio, just by audio by itself, it's usually about an hour. So that's why I love my full-time job right now, because I do 2 a week, and it takes me like 4 hours of my week max to do that. And it pays like a full-time job, so that's really cool. So I really like doing the audio the most. I love doing the audio and just sending that off and have somebody doing it, so that's really cool. But it varies. I think gameplay is definitely a very, very time-consuming, especially ones like the Mario Party ones that I did with Mike. They took me like 3-4 hours because I spent a lot of time on those. And you may notice as well, like, I don't do as much gameplay because they don't, it's not really a waste of time, but it takes so much, it takes a lot of time. And Cringe I actually enjoy because I like watching something and reacting, like how I am right now. I'm chatting to you guys and reacting. gameplay is kind of like you gotta play and you have to exert so much fucking energy all the time. You know what I mean? That's if you want it to actually like be funny and have jokes. Because this is the thing. I'm going on a tangent now. I'm going off topic. If you watch Let's Plays and whatever, apart from like maybe one every now and then, they are literally nothing. Because if you watch it, it's someone playing the game, but literally all you're gonna hear is, "What is that? Huh? Ah! Ooh." You never really get anything out of a Let's Play, in my opinion. And that's just what I think, at least. I like to feel that with my gameplay stuff, there's some jokes in there, and I am actually making people laugh with stupid shit that I'm saying. But I don't know, man. I just watch Let's Players. Not all of them. I don't really watch a lot of YouTubers, but there's a couple where I'm just like, why do people watch this guy? Like, he literally, like, you gain nothing from watching this. It's literally just someone going, "Oh, what is that? Oh, oh." I don't know. So I try to add jokes and whatever, and rather than just like record it and just be like, record, talking shit, done. I like, nowadays, like how I do Dex plays, I record them, and like, you know, I'll play the game, and if suddenly a joke pops in my head, I'll say it. Or if I want to say something about the game, I'll say it. Like, I'm not going to keep constantly talking like a Let's Player and just talk a lot of bollocks, because it's just nothing, really. So that's why it takes longer to do gameplay stuff, and that's why I haven't been doing them a lot recently, because they take so much time, and they don't really get that many views. My channel doesn't get a lot of views anyway, but it earns enough to pretty much pay my rent every month, and you know, get food and shit. So at this point, my channel is like a hobby, but I really enjoy doing my channel. So that's why that video I did when I said I quit YouTube, I actually did quit my channel, as in looking at it as a job. I don't look at my channel as a job, I look at it as a hobby. But it also pays rent and all that shit, so it's like, oh, okay, cool. That's why I don't do gameplay though, 'cause it's just too time consuming, and it just gets me like, you know, a tenner. Like, what's the point of that when I could just work on a video which gets me like literally 100 times that? Like, what's the point? So yeah, alright. Do you sing in the car? I sing all the time, man. When I'm happy, I'm always singing. I'm an absolute goon. Can you swim well? You know what? I actually almost drowned. I'm pretty sure I've told this story before on a stream, but I almost drowned in Dubai when I was a bit younger. I don't know if anybody's heard that story, and if you do want to hear it, let me know in the bubble. Just say like, yes, I want to hear the story in caps, and if people give a shit, then I'll tell you the story. But yeah, I'm not amazing at swimming. I love swimming, but I'm not super amazing at it. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? I actually have, yeah. I've only ever had one in my life, which is ridiculous, and I don't condone this in any sense at all. But I drive pretty fast, I'll be honest. When I'm on the motorway, I'd fucking go for it. Like, sometimes my car starts shaking, I'm going so fast. I won't tell you the exact numbers because I don't want to fucking incriminate myself, but it's like, I'm always going fast all the time. Gotta go faster, faster! And whatever. And it's like, I've never had a ticket. I've never had any problems, really. And this one time, I went up to Barnsley, if you know where that is. It's up north. I had a friend live there. And she was really upset. And we were just driving around in my car, just chatting about stuff. And I was going about 36 in a 30 zone. And I guess it flashed, and I thought it was like a car behind me or something. The lights were all weird, but nope, I got a ticket for that, which is ridiculous because, like I said, you go so fast everywhere else, and that one time you go in slow, like 36, and it's fucking like, what? Alright then. Alrighty, so you guys want to hear about this story. So, I think I was around 17, maybe 18, I'll say 18 actually, and we were in Dubai with my mom and dad don't live together. I'm currently at my dad's house. My mom's side lives in Dubai. So I'm with my mom, my stepdad, my sister, my mom's friend, and then like her daughter and boyfriend. If you got any of that, don't worry. There's a reason why I'm telling you this. So the place is called Snoopy's Rock. If anybody here lives in Dubai. And so what you do is you go over to this like the Snoopy Rock area, and you can see all these fish, and they're really close to you, and it's really cool, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So we get to snorkel, and we get all the stuff, whatever, and we swim across all the way. And we get to the fish, and we're looking at them, and blah, blah, blah. And I realise, I don't like this. I'm not a fan of this whatsoever. Like, I legit do not like these fish touching me. Because they're everywhere. You're literally swimming with them. And they're all just touching me and shit. And I start freaking out. I'm like, fuck, I don't like this, man. I don't like shit touching me. Like, I don't like it. I'm just really weird like that. Same with bugs. I fucking hate bugs anywhere near me. Like, I'm pretty weird like that. I'm pretty... What's what I'm looking for? I have no idea. Anyway. So I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm gonna go back, guys. And Rob, my stepdad, and Taylor, my twin brother. Sorry, my brother was there as well, my twin brother. They stayed and like, okay, yeah, we'll let you go. So, I'm like, alright. So I start swimming back. Now when I swim, to go faster, I always put my head under the water and I do that. I feel like I swim a lot faster. And because of that, I'm an idiot and I've swam off course. Like really bad. And you're supposed to stay in this area, and I've gone out that area pretty much. And I've gone to a part where it's like the current's so strong, and I'm stuck in this. So literally, I get up and I'm like, this is exactly how I remember it. Seriously, I got up and I was like, fuck, I've gone off course. As I literally stopped thinking that in my head, a jellyfish stung me on my leg, which made me go, oh fuck, and it made me jolt, right? It made me like jump. I'm like, what the fuck was that? So my flipper came off. I had flippers and snorkels and everything. And the goggles and all that shit. My flipper fell off, and I was like, oh fuck, I lost my flipper. So I don't know a lot about jellyfish, and I'm in Dubai. It's a foreign, like, no, fucking Middle East. I don't know much about goddamn jellyfish and if they're bad and if they can kill you. I don't know. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm freaking out. Oh shit. And I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So I start trying to swim back. But I've only got one fucking flipper on, so obviously it's not gonna do great, is it? If I've got one flipper on, I'm like pretty much swimming in a circle. So I'm like, oh man. So I kick off my other flipper. Excuse me. I kick off my other flipper. So I got no flippers on. I'm trying to swim back, but the current's so strong, and it will not let me. You know, I'm not a strong swimmer. The current's too strong for me, man, and I can't get past this fucking current. So I'm like, shit. What do I do, man? Like, shit, so I throw my goggles off and my snorkel, and I'm like, fuck this, like, come on, man, come on. I start swimming, and I'm swimming. I'm going so hard, I really want to live. So then I lie on my back after, because I'm knackered, like, I'm so tired, I'm like, shit. And I can't touch the floor either, like, I think I went to touch the floor, but I had to swim, like, really, like, I had to, like, push myself pretty deep down, so there's no way I would have been able to stand. So at that point, it's really odd. I don't know if any of you who's watching this have had a life or death experience or a situation where literally if you do not do something, you will die. But I was so tired, I can't swim anymore. And I'm lying on my back and I'm like, shit, I can't get past this current. I fucking stung myself. I don't know if this jellyfish can kill me or some shit. if I don't do something, I am legit gonna fucking die. So I get up and I start, like, you know, paddling, and I'm just like, help! Help! And there's a guy that's like, I remember looking, there's a guy, like, he wasn't even that far away from me. Obviously I can't show you on the camera, but he was kind of like, it wasn't too far away, it wasn't too, it was kind of close, to be honest. And he's just looking at me like, just staring at me. I'm just like, help! And he's just looking at me, not doing anything. So I remember screaming like, are you gonna fucking help me or what? And then nothing was happening. So I lay on my back and I'm like, fuck, why is no one saving me, man? Like, what's going on? I'm gonna die. Like, I literally cannot do this anymore. My leg's killing me from this jellyfish. All of a sudden, I feel these fucking arms, like, grab me. And it's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And it was my mum's friend's daughter's boyfriend. He came and saved me, and apparently he was the national swimmer for Nottingham, which is a place in England. So obviously he's a fucking amazing swimmer. So, and yeah, he saved me. He's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I was like, you know, jellyfish, like, I lost my flipper, like, what the fuck? And then he pulled me in, and I was really upset, obviously. And I had to go and pee on my leg or whatever because of the jellyfish. But the thing is, like, if that guy wasn't there, I could have died, man. Like, I actually could have died if that really good swimmer wasn't there, because I wouldn't even say that I'm a really bad swimmer. If anything, actually, I would consider myself a good swimmer, but not, like, you know, amazing. And I still had no chance getting past that current. And to be fair, when the guy was holding me, I remember thinking, fuck, is he going to be able to make it? Because he looked like he was struggling. So I was like, holy shit, yeah, I could have died. So that was a really long story of a life or death. Well, not really life or death, but it's pretty scary for me at the time, to be honest. So he came in like Mercy from Overwatch, yelled heroes will never die, and then grabbed me, so. Yeah, alright. Next question. I did see a question a minute ago which said, will you make a Patreon? I did make a Patreon like a couple of months ago, because I'm really against Patreons and shit. I don't know why. There's something about Patreons, I was like, what the fuck? But now I look past it, I really don't care. But I did make one. And I made a video about it, actually. And I literally, I had quite a few views. I had like 7,000 views. And I got about like 3 patrons for like, I think altogether maybe like $25, which, you know, it's fine, it's something. But my goals were like 500, like 1,000, like all this shit, and I was just like, well, that's embarrassing. I made this fucking video. Everyone's telling me to make a Patreon. I make it, and I get like 3 people do it, and I get like $20, and I was like, what the fuck? All right, that was really embarrassing and a big mistake. So yeah, I'm never gonna do something like that ever again, because that was really fucking embarrassing. Even admitting this, I'm just like, Jesus, like that is embarrassing as fuck. But yeah. Alright, next question then. Am I gonna get Final Fantasy 15? Obviously, that game looks amazing. Are you kidding me? Do I still play the drums? I sure do. I'm gonna do some more drum remixes, just haven't really had a chance yet. So once I get a chance to do that, then I will definitely do more drum remixes and all that kind of stuff. Will you ever do live Cringe Factor? I actually did a live Cringe Factor the other day. I did reaction to my old videos, so that was pretty much a Cringe Factor because they were pretty bad. So, you know, living life. If he had sexual intercourse with Angus Penguin, are you kidding me? That's why he's got a massive hole there. You can't see the hole there. I'm gonna blur it. Never mind, not really. I guess. Fuck you. Do you still have contact with Danny? I haven't spoken to Danny in a while, actually. I think I spoke to him a couple of months ago, said hello. And we're gonna get a drink at some point, actually, because he was telling me that the boys, the Creature lads, didn't really take him out for a drink or anything, which I thought was a bit like, what? They should have at least taken Danny out for a drink. But they didn't do that, so I was like, oh, you poor guy. So I'll take Danny out for a drink. Danny's a great guy, man, and maybe he'll see this one day, maybe he won't. Either way, I'll just be completely straight up. You know, I don't know if Danny at first was taking the piss with his songs and they were parodies, but I definitely think later on it was serious. His songs are serious. I actually have somebody who can clarify that because she saw him at a convention and he was bigging up all this stuff. He actually mentioned the collab with me at one point before he came out. So he's definitely serious. So, you know, I guess in that way it's kind of like, oh, okay then. Like, he legit thinks he's good, which is strange. You know, I actually thought he was taking the piss, but I guess not. But the thing about him, the thing about Danny is he's actually a really nice guy. I spoke to him on Skype a few times for the song and everything, and he's really nice. He's really, like, he's very motivated, you know what I mean? And he was very on point with everything, which I really liked. And even when we stopped talking about business and stuff for the song and whatever, he was like, you know, oh, you just want to chat for a bit? And I was like, yeah, sure. We just ended up talking for like half an hour, you know, about life in America and what he's up to and where he lives and where he's from, and I got to know him a bit. And he was a really nice guy, and that's why with the Danny song, they kind of, the guys kind of wanted me to do like a, you know, like a piss take out of Danny in a way with the Danny song, but I kind of didn't want to do that because he was a really nice dude. So the song's kind of a parody, but at the same time, it's almost celebrating his music in a way. Like all the lyrics, they're not really dissing his music. They're actually celebrating it in a weird way. So maybe that's why the song came off a bit weird. It was obviously a parody or whatever, but I didn't want to shit on Danny because he's actually a decent lad. So yeah, I liked him. Opinions of Crash being made in Skylanders. I like Skylanders, so I'm happy with that. I do like a bit of Skylanders in the morning, as you do. But I have my feelings right, bullshit evolved. Just stopped. Run out of... It was different back then, guys. I could make a lot more shows because of the budget and, you know, oh, what the fuck did I just do? I lost my chat. The budget and all that stuff. But now, like, budget is not big for a lot of projects. That's why I've been doing a lot of stuff for different channels, because they actually, like, you know, they pay pretty good. That's just a sad reality of it if I want to make a living, you know. That's why, like, my content is being on Arcade Cloud a lot of the time, because it's actually, like, you know, I get paid for it, and it's actually, you get a budget for it, so it's actually pretty good. So, yar. Do you have any Fedora tricks? No. Thoughts on Omniscient? I have no idea who that is, so sorry, guys. Do you still have your cosplay outfits? I sure do, actually. I've got my Link one and my, whatchamacallit one, my Cloud one, but I haven't worn them, actually, so, you know. Is that my nip? Can you see my crip? Is that actually my crip? I think it's just a shirt, actually. Here it is, because my nip's, like, there, like, so there, and it's, like, there, so, like, what the fuck? That's really weird. Like, that's not my nip right there. That's just a shirt, making a little point. That's well weird. Look at that, I got 2 nips. Well, fake nips, or whatever. Alright. Let's have a look here. Any paranormal experiences? Oh, geez, that's gonna take a long time, man. That's like a big topic. Are you sure you want me to go into that shit? If you want me to talk about my paranormal shit and, like, ghosty stuff, then let me know, because that's, like, a topic that will probably take me a while to talk about, really. I've had a bunch of weird shit happen. I actually have a lot of opinions and stuff on that kind of thing, so if you're interested, then whatever. I tell you what, though, I'm just gonna take a break, because, like I said at the start of this, live stream or video, I did say the reason why I'm doing this is because I always try and do vlogs and I always fuck up on them, pretty much. I always feel like I never finish them, I never upload them, I never edit them, because I'm just like, when I finish them, I'm just like, oh, I'm done, I don't want to do this. And I tried doing 3, I tried doing one on Catfish, one on Depression, and one on the Orlando shooting thing. So I do want to touch on one of those, seeing as I'm here, because then it's live and I cannot, everything I'm saying will be recorded, so I cannot, like, edit anything out. But I just want to say with the Orlando thing, just in a nutshell, I think it's just disgusting that, I mean, obviously the killer's a fucking asshole anyway, but it's just like, it's disgusting how people are saying, you know, get rid of him, and I'm so glad this happened, and praising the fact that it happened. I think that's fucking, I think that's actually ridiculous that people still cannot accept this shit, you know what I mean? That really annoys me so much. I did a long rant about it for this vlog, but that's all I'll say on that. I think that's ridiculous. As for the Catfish thing, I was basically just saying, like, it's stupid how on the Catfish, they're just like, on the show, they're like, oh, I can't be with this chick because she lied to me, or I can't be with this guy because he lied to me, and it's like, bull fucking shit. Like, if they came out and they were way hotter than their pictures, and let's say the chick was blonde, but she was fit, alright? And then this brunette hair chick comes out, complete different face, but she was still really, and she was hotter than the other chick in the pictures. I guarantee they wouldn't give a shit and be like, oh, you lied to me, you're a different person. Like, they would not care. Like, it all comes down to how attractive somebody is at the end of the day. It's just a fact of life. It's so fucking true. And if anybody wants to contest me on that, go for it. There are exceptions. There was those absolute munters who got together. They were really disgusting and repulsive to look at. But either way, they were happy. They didn't care what each other looked like, actually, which was pretty refreshing to watch. But again, in my opinion, if you actually have that mentality and you really are a pansexual or do not care about looks and whatever, then if I'm honest, you actually have a problem. I know that sounds really harsh, but men and women, we're just humans in general. We're programmed to like beautiful things. Do you know what I mean? We like beautiful things. We like looking at nice things. Do you know what I mean? If, like, I get it, like, if you're really ugly and that's your standard and all this shit, but it's just like, that's just nature. That's a natural instinct. And if you don't have that instinct, like, that's almost defective. You know what I mean? It's really weird. You must have some sort of, like, mental disability or something. I know it sounds really harsh, but yeah, I don't know. So there's that. I did a big rant about that, but I just wanted to talk about that for some reason because I'm a fucking goon. And the last thing I just wanted to talk about. Excuse me, I got a burp. Excuse me. Oh man, so I had a massive curry, so I feel proper just like, what, right now. The last thing I want to talk about was actually depression. I was going to do a big vlog about it because I feel like recently I had depression for like, I've had depression in the past a lot of times, but recently it was really bad, probably the second I've had it in my life. Last time I had it really bad when I was like 19, 20. I had it really bad for like a month and a half recently, which is fucking shit. Like, I didn't want to do any work, I had no motivation, I didn't want to see my friends, I didn't do anything, I was lying in bed all day. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, like, you know, you are very I was just being self-pitying and just be like, I'm all this shit. And I think the problem, the reason why I'm talking about this is because I feel like people who are depressed, have depression, they look for, like, you know, other people who are depressed and other stories, and they kind of, like, you know, go on Tumblr and read fucking depressive big essays about shit, like, oh, I can relate to that because I'm also depressed and they're depressed and whatever. I really don't think that's healthy at all. I think it's fine to revel in it for a little bit, you know what I mean? I think maybe a month tops. Like, you can revel in it, like I did. I lay in bed, like, figuring out my life, like, what do I want to do in my fucking life? What should I cut out of my life? What should I change? What should I do? I tried changing something, didn't work. I tried doing something, didn't work. Like, it wasn't working. And then eventually, you know, you reach a point where you need to just be like, fuck this, man. What is the point of this? And I have a mentality which I think really works, and I think maybe this could work for you. Which is, number one, realize that no one gives a shit at the end of the day. Like, you can be like, oh, I'm depressed, I'll do like a big fucking sub-story about it, which I'm not, by the way. I'm just telling you exactly how it is. I'm not looking for any sympathy whatsoever. But, one, know that lots of people go through this, and no one gives a shit at the end of the day. Sure, people can be like, oh, that sucks, man, oh, I hope you're okay. But really, no one's gonna, like, go out their way and do it. Unless, like, best friends or, like, family, no one's really gonna properly go out their way. And even then, no one can make you happy apart from yourself. So I feel like everyone revels in it too much. You gotta reach a point where it's like, literally, no one cares but your mom, maybe. Just get over this shit, you know what I mean? And secondly, like, only you can make the change, and then you've got to just do something about it. Don't just be like, oh, just do it. Just do it! But I really think it's a big deal. I think it just annoys me. I think people revel in their depression and all their fucking bullshit way too much. And again, I've been depressed, like, fucking, I guess, really bad, like, maybe 4 times in my life, like, really bad. I have my ups and downs, whatever the fuck, but, like, I definitely had parts where I just been, I was on pills at one fucking point. I was like, depression pills, whatever the fuck, which, by the way, are worse for you. Do not take those. They actually make you feel like more shit. And that's when I realized, actually, when I took those when I was like 19, 20, I was on pills for like 5 days. Not even that, actually, no, maybe longer than that, maybe like 2 weeks. I woke up one morning and I was like, what the fuck am I doing in my life, man? Why am I taking these stupid fucking pills? Like, what am I doing? I'm just like, I was mute for like a month before that, before I had the pills. I was depressed for like 3 months. I was mute, I didn't speak to anyone, it was proper weird. I wouldn't speak to anyone. I remember just sitting there and just never ever speaking to anyone and saying anything. I put my headphones in and I don't want to speak to anybody. Ever. And I woke up one day and I'm like, what am I doing with my life, man? Like, I've just been an idiot. What am I doing? And then I just got out, I got on with my shit. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Then I started, like, you know, went to college, did all this shit, did all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. And I got over it. Like, it gets better. And it's just like, I've never ever felt like that since. Well, a little bit like a couple of months ago, I felt pretty shit, but still, no way as bad as it was back then. I was still going out and seeing my friends, even if I felt like shit. That's the thing. I think people revel in their shit too much. Like, oh, I'm depressed. I don't want to do anything. Everyone hates me. It's just like, fuck off, man. Like, either man up or fuck off, because nobody has time for your shit. Not even myself. I haven't got time for my own shit. So, like, just get over it is what I'm trying to say. You've got to make changes in your life and sort yourself out. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I went on a big rant about it on my vlog that I never used, but maybe that'll help people. I don't know, but I just feel like people who are like, oh, you're depressed, that sucks, oh, I hope you're okay, oh, that's not gonna fucking help anyone. Do you know what I mean? It really isn't gonna help anyone. So that's why I'm saying this, because the only way you're gonna get over it really is if you just be like, okay, I'm fucking being a retard and I need to get over this shit. PC principle right here. Alright then. So what's next? Am I part of the Illuminati? Oh yeah, baby. Cakes. Boom boom. Dex, join Couch Up so you can stop crying. That can boost your channel up. Why does people keep asking me if I want to join Couch Up? Like, I'm pretty certain they wouldn't want me to join it, and I don't want to join it anyway, so it's just like, what the fuck? Like, I still love the guys, they're awesome. Like, they're great friends of mine. But it doesn't mean I want to fucking be in their company because they're my friends, you know what I mean? I've already experienced being in a company with friends before, and it was fucking horrible, so... I don't think I want to do it again, but... I'm really happy that Couch Up's doing well, though, man. Like, I actually watch the videos as well, which is cool. I don't really watch YouTube very much, but I actually do watch some of the stuff on the Couch. I don't like gameplay stuff, but I like the weird shit they do. Especially the behind the couch, all that kind of stuff. Just seeing what they're up to, you know? They're my friends, it's nice to see what they're doing behind the scenes. But yeah, so I'm glad they're doing really well for themselves. And I haven't really checked up on the creatures in a while, but I'm sure they're doing fine now, which is good. Hopefully people have stopped shitting on them as much, because, you know, as much as they're really bad businessmen, they're not assholes, really. I mean, obviously everyone has their ups and downs, but they don't deserve to lose their entire fucking business over some stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's just my opinion though, but I hope everybody's happy and doing well, because since I've left and whatever, I'm a lot happier. Like, so much happier, like I just feel great recently, and I really hope everybody out there, I actually, as much as I don't seem it, I genuinely do care about my friends and my family, and like a shit ton. They're probably the most important thing actually with anything else, so maybe that's why we clashed quite a bit actually when I was out there, because I felt like I put my friends and that above everybody else, but I don't know, maybe it's just different. It's just different mentalities and stuff. So yeah, what happened to Mike and Angus? Mike is currently at uni. He's moving back in like a couple of weeks to Leamington, I believe, so we're seeing him around. Angus just finished uni, he's got a job now. I forgot what he's working, but I'm seeing him actually at the weekend, so that'll be cool. And then I'm looking to move to London in September. Any funny drunk stories? Oh my god, I have so many. Holy crap, I don't even know where to begin with that shit. I don't know. I'll tell you what though, because I saw people, they wanted to know about paranormal shit. I will tell you a story which has to do with paranormal stuff and a drunk story. And like, I know you might think, oh, you're probably just drunk at the time or whatever, but I'm telling you, this was some fucking weird shit, alright? So, what the fuck just happened to my hair? It's kind of like, well, like, what is this pile about? But I got my hair cut today. I quite like it. I think it's quite nice. This one time I was walking back with a friend of mine back in the day. We're not friends anymore, but my friend at the time, Phil. And we're walking back from, if anybody lives in Tamworth or has ever been to Tamworth, there's a place called, well, it was called Trinity at the time, it's called Cudder now. And we were walking back from Cudder, some nightclub, to his house. And on the way back, like, we're just chatting, talking about girls as you do, you know, standard boy shit. Walking back, and there's just this couple in Victorian clothing, just standing there. In their, like, you know, their front of their garden on like the pathway. And I guess houses are really different in England, especially like my friend from America recently came over and she was saying like how different the houses and everything in the country is, so it's kind of hard to explain if you're not English. You know what I mean, like the pathway on the like front of the house, whatever. Standing there in Victorian clothing, just rocking forth, back and forth, a pram, like a really old pram. You guys ever seen Hook? The movie Hook, when the baby's in the pram and it like falls down and whatever the fuck, one of those. And they're just literally doing this, rocking back and forth. They're really pale. And we're walking past and we're just like talking like blah 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 blah. We see them, we're just like, like kind of like confused and talking still, like, okay. Then we walked past and they were staring at us as well. Then we went past, we carried on conversation for a minute, we just stopped and we're like, that was fucking weird, what was that? I was like, you saw that, alright? And he was like, yeah, what the? Like, to this day, like, we still, I guess, obviously we don't talk about it anymore because we're not friends anymore, but we used to discuss it and be like, what the hell was that? That was a really strange thing right there. But speaking, I've got a couple of ghost stories though, if you're interested, because I'm really weird. I'm definitely a man of science, and I don't believe in ghosty stuff. But I mean, maybe that's why I get scared so easily from horror stuff, because as much as I don't want to believe in ghosts and all that shit, I think deep down maybe I do a little bit. I think maybe I'm in denial of myself when I say like I don't believe in any of that shit. But the one thing which really freaked me out as a kid, which kind of scarred me, to be honest, was when I was, my family were next door actually at a party, and I was by myself watching fucking Simpsons. And I was lying in my bed and watching the TV. And, the light shining through, like through the door, it's hard to explain, but you know what I mean, it's like the light shining through, like there's a light on the wall, like in front of you from like through the door. I'm watching it, and someone walks past. Now, I know obviously it could have been, this is the thing, this is what I always tell myself, it could have been anything that went past the light bulb, it could have been like a fucking, like, a spider walking over the fucking light bulb and just went like black for a second. But the thing is, like, the counter to that is that it legit looked like a person walking past, like, the arm movement and, like, the shape. So someone fucking walked past the house, but there's nobody there. I was the only one in the house. Like, legit, there's no one in the house. Taylor was out at his mate's house. Mom and that were next door. There's nobody in the house. I was the only one. Even the door was locked, so nobody could have come in the house. And I remember just lying in my bed, just petrified, like just freaking out. And I remember just eventually just being like, fuck this. So I got out of bed, ran downstairs, and then I unlocked the door quickly, went next door, and was like, what the fuck was that? And blah, 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 asking if anyone was in. Obviously nobody was in. And I couldn't sleep for a while. That was pretty spooky. Another thing that's really odd as well is that my mom used to tell me when we used to live in a house called Kynance. That's what the house was called. It's a cool name, isn't it? Big house when I was a kid. This was before my mom and my dad broke up. It was a massive house they shared together. And apparently there was actually a babysitter who used to come round who used to hate staying there because she used to say it used to freak her out and stuff, like it was always cold and parts of the... She used to hate... She'd never stay over at the house, basically, because she was too scared. Because of all, like, the ghost shit, I guess. I don't fucking know. But my mom used to say this to me. She told me that when I was a kid, I used to just talk to myself, right? Or talk to someone, like an imaginary friend, I guess. And I don't remember any of this, obviously. And my mom came up to me and was like, who are you talking to, Dex? This is what my mom was telling me. Apparently I'd always say, the old lady who lives here. Isn't that fucking weird? I don't remember that, obviously, because I was like 3, maybe 2, like late 2. I don't know. I forget when you start talking. But I was really young. But that's weird, isn't it? Like, I don't remember any of that shit, but my mom was saying I used to do it a lot, apparently. And that babysitter was scared of coming around, like... My mom said she saw some shit there. Like my dad's really like into ghosts. My dad's weird though. He's not scared of ghost shit at all, but he still believes in it a lot. Like when he tells me his stories, he just kind of like he's like, yeah, like what the fuck? I saw this stuff, but whatever. Like they didn't do anything. Not gonna hurt me. So whatever. It's interesting, but so that was weird. I'm trying to think of other ones now. I've had a few weird shit happen to me before. Oh god, yeah. I remember when we went to, I I had a mate at the time, his name was Tom, and my other mate Louis, not Louis, I did videos of a while ago, his name was Louis Bailey actually. Louis and Tom, they're good friends of mine. So, the first time I ever went to Tom's house, I forgot how old I was now, maybe like 14, I don't know, I was in like year 9 or something. And, anyway, we went to his house for the very first time. And like, when you go in someone's house, you have a look around, don't you? You kind of look around, see the room, see what you're dealing with, whatever. And we go in, and I look to the left into the living room. And there's someone sitting, like, it's dark, all the lights are off, but there's someone sitting on the couch. Like, like you can clearly see a pair of legs and a body and whatever, someone's sitting on the couch. So I'm looking in, and Louis looked in as well, and was like, huh. And we looked at each other, and I was like, that's kind of weird, like someone's just randomly sitting on the fucking couch. In the living room, the lights off, maybe you're sleeping or something. And then anyway, so then we went to Tom's room and it was like, yeah, so this is my room. Living room's in there. And I remember saying, oh yeah, I mean, I was like, oh yeah, so look, like your dad's sleeping in there or something. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, I think your dad's like sleeping in there, Louis said. And then he was like, what? And so he walked into the living room. Dun dun dun! Obviously there was nothing there. And we were just like, me and Lou were like, what the fuck? Because Tom was like, there's nobody in the house. Because he said that before he went in the house. He was like, there's nobody in, like, whatever. So I assumed, oh, maybe his dad fell asleep on the couch. And it wasn't his dad either. It wasn't like his dad left or anything, because his dad came back later on, like, from work or some shit. But, that was weird. Because, like, that one's not even, like, the one when I was a kid with the person walking past. That was, like, legit, we saw a person sitting there, and I have somebody else who was there with me who saw it. So, like, that's weird. But again, I like I said, I always try and dismiss these stupid goddamn ghost stories. Because, again, I don't like to think it's real. So I just believe that... I believe that the lighting maybe did something, or there was something left on the couch, or whatever the fuck. Like, that's what I believe, at least. I try to believe. Yeah. That was weird. I had one other weird encounter, which I won't talk about, because that actually sounds retarded when I talk about it. And people will be like, you're just stupid, so I won't even bother talking about that one. But the scariest thing that's ever happened to me, in terms of, like, what the fuck, and I can't explain it, and it's the most vivid, and it happened... was actually recently when I was in America. So I had some girl over, I forgot her name now. It's like Elizabeth or some shit, I don't remember. So I'm really bad at sleeping with other people in my bed. I'm really bad, like the body heat and that. When you actually go to sleep, that is. Whoop. So I tell her I'm gonna sleep on the couch where it's cold, and I'll leave the balcony open wherever I get some nice air in. Whatever, you can just keep the bed. Plus, like, I'm a retard because I was supposed to buy a king-size bed, but I only bought a double by accident, so that's why I used to hate sleeping in the bed with someone else, because it's so small. I need a lot of space. And, anyway, so I'm lying on the couch, asleep, and I'm like, so look at it this way, there's the door, I can't even explain it, really, because of... like, obviously on the camera. Oh, whatever. I was lying on my couch, basically, sleeping, and I remember waking up, like, you know, when you wake up and you're half asleep and you be like, whatever, like, you know, you just wake up. I'm lying on my side, and I wake up, and there's someone standing there, and again, all the lights are off, so I couldn't see it 100% clearly. It's definitely a person, though, 100%. It's as if I thought it was Elizabeth. So that was her name, was Elizabeth? Yeah, I just said it. I guess, oh, of course it was Elizabeth. I just said Elizabeth, didn't I? I just remembered what her name was. And I thought it was her. But it was the way that, like, because the door was closed, right? And it was the way the person was standing there looking at me, like that. And then they just turned and walked, you know, towards the door, basically. Or, like, through the door, I guess, because, like, I was like, what the fuck? How did you do that? Like, is the door open? Now, unlike the time when I was a kid, it brought me back to the time when I was a kid. When I lay there and I was petrified and I was really scared and I did nothing. So this time I thought, fuck this, I'm getting up. I'm getting up. So I quickly shot out off my couch, man. I literally went like, it's literally I went down and it was like, woke up, person, turn. What the fuck? Got up straight away, like pushed myself off the couch, ran to the door, like it's actually really close, so I ran like 2 steps. Door's locked. Not locked, sorry, it's closed. Opened the door. Elizabeth's obviously asleep. I'm like, Elizabeth, she's fast asleep. And so I'm just like, what the fuck was that? And ever since then, I couldn't sleep on that couch anymore. Because honestly, that was probably the freakiest thing ever. I still get chills thinking about it because that was definitely someone there. How could it be sleep paralysis when I fucking jumped up? What? Yeah, it's definitely sleep paralysis, guys. I couldn't move, man, even though, you know, I full control of my body and stood up. But yeah, it was just really weird, man. Very strange. I didn't know what the hell that was, but this is my theory. At least the theory that I tell myself. I think I was asleep and I was having a dream that I was like asleep, you know, because I wasn't dreaming before that. I don't remember having any dreams about it. I remember maybe I had a dream where I was in that exact same position in first person, and then the person showed up, and then as they went, maybe I completely was awake and then managed to jump up. I have no idea, but that was fucking weird because it's not like, again, people say about sleep paralysis. I've had sleep paralysis before. I've had it like 3 times where, you know, you're aware that you're like awake, but you can't wake up. It's really weird. Wake up, wake me up inside. And I've had a few times, like nightmare ones as well, where it's like fucking demons and fucking weird. She's the Exorcist girl. I fucking hate that chick. Just like that face just in my mind's eye, just being like, all this shit, and just fucking me up, basically. But I can't, like, I know I'm awake, and I can almost, like, feel myself in my bed, like, why the fuck can't I wake up? Like, I can't open my eyes, pretty much. It's weird. So that's why I look at that thing in Denver with the person looking at me and going into the door as, like, a weird fucking thing, because that was crazy. To me, at least. And again, I don't believe in supernatural shit, really. But I still cannot explain what happened then, so I don't have an answer for that one. Like, legit, that is the only explanation, supernatural, even though I try not to think about it or whatever, but... Fucking weird, because, like, again, like, right now, I know I'm completely awake, you know, and that's how it was at the time. It wasn't like I was fucking dreaming or whatever the fuck, like, it wasn't any of that stuff. It was literally me, like, being awake, like, right now, me waking up, looking at that TV screen, I know exactly where I am, whatever. I was on the couch, there's someone looking at me, who the fuck is that? Gone, what the fuck? Got up, done. Like, do you know what I mean? So, yeah. So fuck off with your lucid dreaming and all this shit. Because I don't know what it was, but it wasn't any of that bollocks. Anyway, next question. Do you think Scorpio Neo will make the PS4 and Xbox One obsolete? What? No. No, I do not, at all. Can we tweet you our cringe? I mean, I've got a Cringe Factor Facebook thing, but I haven't checked it in ages. I probably should actually download the videos and watch the ones that you send me, because I've been doing that recently. So, you know. You know. Okay, what else? Why do I say mom instead of mum? I don't know, I guess... I don't know, I just do. I just do. Dex, hey, how you doing? I'm looking for questions here, but it's like, I guess everyone's like really, it's really far behind, so you guys are really listening to my stupid goddamn story or whatever. How would you lose your virginity? Nothing interesting, to be honest. I was just having sex with fucking, what's that movie called, like Hitch, on in the background. I remember having it for the first time, just being like, sex wasn't even that great, I'd rather just have a blowjob, to be honest. And then like, then I had sex the second time, and it was like, okay, never mind, that was the best. And the third time I was like, okay, nothing compares. And then after that, you kind of, you know how it is when you're like 16, whatever the fuck it is. Do you like dating duels? What the hell is that? A dating duel? I don't know what the fuck that is. Where are you from in England? Well, I'm from Solihull. I was born in Solihull. I lived in a little place called Hockley Heath, which is near Solihull. Went to school there. And then we moved to Tamworth in Ireland, little village. Not T-A-M Worth, T-A-N. N for the N-word. Tamworth. And my dad lives in Stratford, which is where I am now, so... yeah. I'm not from T-A-M Worth, though I do go to Tamworth, and I have friends who live there, so I've been out clubbing there a lot, but... yeah, I never lived or live in Tamworth. Overwatch level, I have no idea, maybe like 50 something or 40 something, I have no idea. Funny school stories, oh man. I'll tell you what though, what's funny is that my memory is terrible, like my memory is so shit. I was actually talking to my friend the other day who told me like 7 funny stories about us. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't remember any of this shit. But they were really funny, and I was like, how do I not remember that as well funny? So, I don't know. How many languages do you speak? Just one. I can speak a little bit of French. I could speak a little bit of Farsi. Back in the day, I had a girlfriend who was Iranian, so she taught me a few words for that. And I speak a little bit of that. I did take Spanish at school, but no one gave a fuck about that, so... you know, fucking Cher's doing that weird thing again. Oh, whatever. Do you watch football? Not really, to be honest. How can you ever see my twin brother? I don't know, actually, you know what? We were gonna do a video the other day. Me, my brother, my 2 stepbrothers and my twin, but he doesn't like being on camera for some reason. He's really against it, so whenever I ask him and all this shit, he's like, I don't want to be on camera, and all this stuff, so I don't know. But he's very different to me. I mean, I'm not as skinny as I used to be, like, fucking no way. I was always a pretty skinny lad, my whole life until recently. So I was always like the skinny, tall one. I mean, he's quite tall as well, but he's quite big. He's quite like muscly, but he's also, you know, he's quite chubbers as well. He's just a big dude. like a big head, like round head. It's got really long hair now as well. So we're very opposites. But I think in terms of our personality, I think we're both very confident people. Very outgoing, and we have a very similar sense of humor. So I think we're very similar in that sense, I think. At least I like to think so. So we are. But he doesn't really like being on camera and stuff, so that's why, yeah. But we're not identical though, we're unidentical. Well, it depends. If our eyes look the same. Our eyes look exactly the same. But aside from that, like, not at all. Do you watch Grade 8 Under 8? I watched a few of his videos. I quite like him. I do feel like he takes. It's weird. The thing I've always found weird about these drama, not really drama, but these channels where they talk about stuff like they call out everybody and they say all this stuff like as if like everybody flocks to them. They're the words of wisdom. They always seem a bit like whiny and a bit really. What's what I'm looking for? I don't know, like, they come across like, I don't care, I'm just telling you this, I don't care. But they're also like I was watching a video from him and he was just like, you know, drama, I don't care about drama, but someone's calling me out about it, like, what the fuck, man, I don't even say drama, and he's like, he's getting offended. And I'm like, why are you getting offended if you really do not care that much? Like, why are you making this fucking video if you don't care? I don't know, I get the impression with a lot of those YouTubers who like just commentate on that kind of shit, they always come across like, oh, I don't care, man, I'm the voice of reason, I'm Mr. Wisdom. But they really, when it comes down to it, if someone calls them out as a go at them, then they fucking care. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, if I ever made a video like that, like, this is shit, this is whatever, I'd definitely be like, you know, I'll be like, I'm a retard, who cares? As in like, I am a retard, an absolute goonhead. And if you do probably say something that offends me, then I probably will get offended, you know what I mean? I'm not really pretending not to care about that portion of it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. I don't know. I just think it's weird that people flock to all these channels that just talk shit and come across like, you know, I'm the wisdom of YouTube and whatever. I don't know. I think that's the problem with the internet and YouTube and everything in general, to be honest. Everything's a bandwagon, you know, everyone jumps on a bandwagon. Everyone's such a sheep. And what's more weird is that the people who are like, everybody's such a sheep, are the fucking sheep. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like whenever I make a video, I make a point like, you know, people are dumb, people are sheep and whatever. So many people are like, yeah, people are dumb, people are sheep, people are this, and it's just like, okay, well then if so many people agree with me, then why is this happening so much? You know what I mean? So, I don't fucking know. What's my favourite movie? I really like Scarface. I love Scarface. I also love The Wolf of Wall Street. Goodfellas is amazing. I like gangster movies, I guess. I love gangster movies. I also love for me, the best thing ever, just on a screen in general, was The Sopranos. I think that's the best show ever, so... yeah, I love The Sopranos with a passion. Do you only wear classy clothes, you goon? I wouldn't say a shirt's classy. I prefer wearing a shirt, but... I don't know. I don't like wearing t-shirts nowadays. Like I said, I put on some podge, so I like wearing tight t-shirts. Because I don't like having all the baggy shit unless I'm wearing a shirt. So even if I wear a shirt which is like big or whatever... it doesn't feel right, because it just feels like really airy and horrible. But if I wear a tight one, then also my fucking man boobs are gonna stick out of my belly and shit. So when I lose some weight, I'll probably start wearing t-shirts again. But you know, yeah. Favorite bands? I don't really have many favorite bands, to be honest. I guess my favorite artist would be Seal, and I really like Katie Tunstall. She's really cool. I like her first album's amazing. I don't know, really. I just like what I like. I like a lot of game music as well. I love, like, orchestrated game music as well. It's probably one of my favorites. I actually like rap as well, to be honest. There's a song by Gangstar. He's got 2 R's on it. Gangstar, 2 R's. Moment of Truth. It's probably one of my favorite songs of all time. I absolutely love that song. Do you have a girlfriend? No, definitely not. I like being single right now, guys. I think being single's where it's at, if I'm honest. I was single for pretty much all of America, apart from like 2.5 months, which is a big mistake. But being single, like, you can do what you want, see who you want, like, you don't gotta, it's just cool. And if a girl starts having a go at you, just like, get attached, whatever, then you'd be like, okay, fine, whatever, then you just move on to somebody else, or someone else comes along, or I don't know. I like choice, alright? Why have a scoop of vanilla every day when you can have a scoop of chocolate, or a scoop of strawberry, or a bit of mint? Do you know what I mean? Unless I don't get mint's a holy grail, so I guess I haven't found the mint yet. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. There was someone I was seeing for quite a while. I mean, like, wasn't with them, but there was someone I was seeing for a while when I was in America, and recently we stopped talking. But it's like, I guess that was not really a girlfriend, but that was someone I was seeing for a while. So I had that going on, I guess. But I like being single too much, so that didn't really work out, I guess, and other reasons. It's in the anime Gintama, no. Any cringe on stream? Not today. Don't used to watch Filthy Frank. I used to watch Filthy Frank a lot back in the day. I haven't been watching him as much recently, but I did watch his newest video, I think, and that was really funny. But again, though, this is one of the things that I can't deal with these kind of YouTube personalities, is that they always come across like, hey, I'm just weird, edgy person and do some weird shit. And I don't care, I just make videos because what the fuck not. But when it comes down to it, they do really care, if that makes sense. And it kind of ruined the illusion for me. Like, basically all these videos are just like, I'm Filthy Frank, I don't care, fuck you guys, dickheads, I don't give a shit. And that's what made it funny to me. I liked his character. Because it really felt like he really didn't care about his fans, or just made some stupid shit. But then he made that video about him saying that he had some problem or something, I don't remember. I don't remember what it was, some illness, which, you know, sucks. But he came out as, you know, saying Filthy Frank is a character, and he obviously it's a character, but like he came out like in his regular voice, and he was saying like, I love you guys, and saying all this stuff. And I was just kind of like, it just ruined it all for me since then, really. Like, it ruined the illusion. Like, I liked the character. Him coming out and being like, hey, it's the character, and I love you guys, and thanks for supporting, and like, whatever. It ruined it for me. So I haven't really been able to watch the videos in the same light ever since. But that's just me. I mean, he's still funny as fuck, don't get me wrong. Like, he's definitely one of the best YouTubers out there, for sure. Favorite comedian, such as Russell Howard. Ugh, I hate Russell Howard. I think he's well boring. I like Jimmy Carr, actually. Jimmy Carr's great. He's just very, like, deadpan, sarcastic. I like his jokes. I don't know, I think him... Yeah, Jimmy Carr's wicked. I think he's well funny. I think he's a funny dude. Butt stuff. Oh yeah, baby, of course. You watch Peaky Blinders? I sure do. I love that show. Actually, my best mate, Chris, his great-granddad was a Peaky Blinder, I think, so that's kind of cool. Peaky Blinders! Thoughts on Birmingham? Well, I mean, obviously I've been out clubbing there a lot, and in general I've been to Birmingham quite a few times, but I mean, I don't know, it's alright. I like the clubs there, but I wouldn't want to live there, to be honest. Like, I say I'm from Birmingham, but I'm not. Like, I'm outside Birmingham, but it's the closest big city, I guess, so... Yeah. Any videos you regret uploading? Yes, I only have one, actually. The fucking Patreon video. That was just an embarrassment. Never again will I ever even do that shit. Who is your role model? I don't really have a role model, to be honest. I never really have. I think... The only role model I can think of is my granddad, because he's really old. I forget how old he is now, but he's old as fuck. But he's always so energetic. Like, he still works, for God's sake. He works for my dad. And he's really old, but he still works. He's always cheery and always happy all the time. And I feel like he really gives me good advice and puts things in perspective for me. Like, I told you I was depressed for a couple of months or whatever, back a couple of months ago, or recently, or whatever. Went over to my granddad's and just, you know, had a chat with him, and he really put things in perspective, you know. That really helped, actually, to be honest. That's probably what got me through it. Well, it gave me the big push, but... So I guess my granddad, really. And that's the thing, it's like, you know, he's gonna die at some point, which sucks. I got hiccups. But everybody does, but, you know... I think when he does, I'll try not to be upset, because he had a great life, so... That's how I want to look at it. He said it to me the other day. It was like, even my grandma, she was like, you know, even if, whatever, we had a good life, so, you know, enjoy it while we can. I just thought that was kind of like I don't know, I just thought that was a really nice thing. Like, they just, I don't know, I thought my granddad's cool, right? What did I want to be when I was younger? I actually wanted to be a policeman. And so did Chris, weirdly enough. I wanted to be the same thing. I wanted to be a policeman, and then as I got older, I wanted to draw comics, and then when I got older, I wanted to make games, and then when I got older than that, I wanted to be a lawyer. And then I did my machinima stuff when I was like 16, going on 17. Because I went to college where I met Chris, and I did media. Did that for fun. And then, yeah. There we go. I end up doing this, and I like being creative and shit, and so this is definitely like my job that I want to do. And so yeah, I really enjoy it. Alright, what's next? Favorite UK accent? I don't know. I really like northern. Like, I had a friend, well, some girl I used to see, and she had her voice was like, "I sat on wall, right? Got me a bag of hula hoops." I thought it was fucking hilarious. So I really enjoyed that accent quite a lot. Fave anime, Samurai Champloo, all the way. Love that show for passion. That and Death Note, I think they're really good, both of them. Thoughts on No Man's Sky? We'll see how it turns out, man. I'm always skeptical of games nowadays because I feel like nothing seems to live up to what it is, apart from like fucking Overwatch and Undertale and The Last of Us are the only 3 games that have actually been like surpassed what I expected. So I don't know. We'll see. I doubt I'll buy it at launch, to be honest. I'll probably wait to look at reviews, so yeah. What's next? Thoughts on Drama Alert? I don't really care, to be honest. I don't know why people even give a shit too much either. I don't know why there's so many people who make all these videos about Keemstar and Keemstar Exposed, like all this shit, because it's just like, who cares, man? Like, he saw a market and he capitalized on it. Like, so fucking what? Like, if people want to watch it, then they'll watch it, and people are watching it. So like, what do you can't really argue with that, can you? People want to watch this stupid drama. People want to watch this shit. So you can't even argue with it. You know what I mean? It's not like Keem is like literally got a big campaign on YouTube and he's paying thousands of dollars to like put ads everywhere, like drama alert, whatever the fuck. It's like, no, look how many subs he's got. Look how many people are watching his videos. So what the fuck? You can't even argue with it. And even if it is negative shit and, you know, some stuff happens, it's just like, who cares? Also, stop asking me about fucking Cow Chop. Jesus Christ, like what you said earlier. I don't want to fucking join it. I'm glad Cow Chop's doing really well, and I hope the creatures are doing well. Done. Jesus Christ. Would you fuck a man that looks like a chick? That's kind of my thing, isn't it? Are tacos good? They're alright. What time do you go to sleep? Depends, varies. Recently, maybe like 1 or 2. So, you know, that's cool. Thoughts on RE7? I will not play that. No way, ever. Because that scared the shit out of me. Even the demo on the E3 I didn't want to watch because that was scary. I didn't want to watch that shit. So, you know. How much time you put into Smash? I've been playing Smash since the very first one on N64, so I've lost, I don't know, literally half my life probably. I love Smash with a passion, so. Smash! Would you rather have no dick or 5 dicks? 5 dicks all the way. How'd you meet Angus? I actually met Angus on Xbox. He added me on Xbox when we saw one of my Gears No More machinimas, I think. He added me on Xbox. And we used to play Gears a lot together. And I mean, we weren't really like super good friends back then. But we used to chat about stuff, and we got kind of close at one point. Then I didn't really speak to him for a while. And then I got League of Legends. And then he had it as well. We ended up just playing it together all the time. And we just became really, really good friends from playing League a lot. And then he came down to Cheltenham one of the times. I invited him out. Because he was kind of like my... It was around actually when I was in London, to be honest. It was around like 21, 22 when we kind of became really good friends. He's a bit younger as well. And he came down to Cheltenham and we met him for the first time and he was fucking great. And ever since then we've just kind of been really good friends. Definitely one of my Me besties. We get more people on Cringe Factor. I mean, that's the plan. I actually have a picture drawn for Chris, but he hasn't come yet. Because he's a fucking retard and takes forever to come. Whoa, smash! So yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to get his ass here and then we can watch stuff. That's my biggest insecurity. Definitely my weight right now. I've never really had much insecurity in my life, to be honest, in terms of just how I am as a person. But I think definitely my weight, because I want to try and get into acting and stuff. And yeah, it's definitely affected my mood quite a bit. Like sometimes I don't want to do stuff on camera because I'm like, oh fuck, I might look fat or I might look chubby. But I think once I got past that, like right now I really don't care. I think I look alright, to be honest. Ever since I got past that, I don't really care anymore. I'm just like, if people are really gonna call me out for being a little bit chubbers, then that's kind of crazy, because I'm not even that bad. And I'm sure half the people watching this are probably fat fucks. And if they are calling me out, they're probably around like fucking 17, 18 maximum. And your metabolism is fucking crazy until you reach about 22 anyway. So yeah, unless you're like 25, 26 and you're like really skinny and really fucking ripped or some shit, then I guess it's not too bad. Whatever. I don't know. Who knows? My favorite weapon in MH. What's MH? I don't know what MH is. So, sorry, man. You're gonna get Dishonored 2. No. Definitely not. I haven't even played the first one, so. Favorite cringe factor. You know what? For me, it's the one. It's the one, the very first one that we ever did. The one with the vegan guy with the wanna suck with the teats or whatever on the fucking whatchamacallit, with the udders or whatever. That was the one that sparked it all. That was the original one, so that's why yeah. Leave or stay in the EU. You know what? I want to leave the EU. Excuse me, and I'll tell you why. I'm just interested to see what's gonna happen. I don't really care about the politics side. I'm just interested to see how it's going to affect stuff. And we already know what it's like being with the EU. We don't know what it's like not being with it. I'm just interested to see what happens. That's why I want Donald Trump to be president. I think it'll be really interesting to see how everything unfolds and what happens. Maybe that's a really fucked up thing to say, but I don't know. I'm not really that bothered about that stuff. I don't know, I'm selfish, I guess. I'm just interested in what happens. I like just seeing how things play out, so, you know. Thoughts on Saints Row 2? That game's great. That's why I didn't like the third one, because it was really stupid. Didn't even play the fourth one. What's your gayest experience? Probably doing this Q&A right now. What happened to old videos of Cringe? They're gone because, I don't know, they just are. How to stop being shy? Just be confident, simple as that. Try not to give a shit too much what people think. I don't know, I've always been confident though, so I can't really say too much. No, that's the first fucking worst reason to vote. It really is, but I didn't say it was a good reason, I'm just stating my reason. So, you know. Alright, everyone's talking about Trump right now. My thing's delayed, so. You want the world to die? No, but. Do you lift? No. I was going to the gym like recently, like every day, but then like my friend came over from America and I just ended up just fucking eating so much shit, so that's not good. How was the subscriber transition from the old channel? It's weird because I feel like the way my channel was going, my old channel, my channel was growing like really, really well. Like to the point it was crazy. I remember getting like 30,000 subs in like a month at one point. I was like, fucking hell. And that was rising as well. So when my channel got taken down, it was like, fuck. Because my views were doing pretty well. But it's funny though, because I was actually looking back at all the views and everything I was getting on my old channel. And Jesus Christ, compared to the money, like the monetization on Polaris, the thing I'm with now. It's like, what the fuck? Like they should have like give me nothing, pretty much. They took so much money. I was like, holy crap! Like if I was getting those views and like had that much stuff going on right now, if I was with Polaris, that would have been amazing. Like I would have been doing so well. But in terms of the channel actually growing, it was doing amazing back then. So it was a shame that I lost all that stuff, but I just figured, you know what, I'm committed to the new channel, and yeah, I just figured I'd stay with the new channel. I'm not verified anymore. I'm not? Oh, okay. Fun times forever. Didn't even know that. We do a backflip for us. I will not do that. Say, damn it, me leg. Damn it, me leg. Me leg. Damn it, me leg. Me leg. Damn it, me leg. Me leg. I'm going to Comic-Con in October in London. Maybe. I will be in London, so I probably will, to be honest. Are you and Lyle still friendly? I haven't spoken to Lyle in years, actually. The last time I spoke to him, I asked him for a file from back in the day. But last time I saw him was at an E3. I think it was before I joined the Creatures. So I haven't spoken to Lyle in a long time. But as far as I know, he's doing pretty well. So that's good. Do you like sharks? They're alright. Sharks are okay. Don't really mind them. Hot dogs or burgers? Burgers all the way. I like a bit of burgers. Right, I'm gonna answer a few more, and then I'm gonna end this Q&A. So if you got any like burning questions, then this is the time to ask, guys. It's been a fun little session. Quite enjoyed doing this. I might do it again at some point. Do you got a bay? No, we established this. Breast versus bottom. I think I'm more of an ass man. I do like thighs and like ass and all that kind of stuff. But I do like tits as well, so I don't know. Obviously like tits as well, but it's just like, I don't know. I guess if someone's gonna send a nude, I'd rather have like a nice picture of like their ass or something than like just boobs. That's just me. Favorite Overwatch character? Soldier76. No, sorry, Mercy's my favorite, but I'm probably best with Soldier76 and Farah. So, you know. Do you get annoying people keep asking us about the Creature Hub? I just saw that one go past really quick. No, not really anymore. I think when I was with them, yeah, because there's so much shit I wanted to say, and I kept like getting drunk on stream and talking so much shit. But now I don't really give a fuck. Like, if I got something to say, I'll say it. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, I'm not representing the company. I don't, whatever. And I can just say what I want. It doesn't matter. So I don't really give a shit anymore. Which is how it should be, which is good. Your hair is very dark. What's your nationality? I am 100% English, believe it or not. Favorite sanity sketch? Fuck, there was one that I did recently that I really liked. Which one was it? Oh, I like the Eat My Asshole one. Episode 2 of season 6, whatever it is. The newest season that's on Vessel right now. Episode 2 of that had Eat My Asshole skin. I like that one. That was pretty cute. Have you tried the no fap challenge? I would never even attempt that. Thoughts on Doom? I played a demo of that recently. I didn't really like it that much, to be honest. I don't know. I thought the single player was a bit if I'm honest. Will you come to LA anytime soon? I don't know. I mean, it's difficult because my visa, I have to wait for something. I need to renew my Esther as well. Plus, I have no reason to go to LA yet, and it's very expensive. So, I don't know. If a company wants to fly me out there and stuff, then I'll do it. But probably won't just do it by myself. Favorite pickup line? I don't have any pickup lines. I just say hey or hey or hey, how's it going? Those tend to work pretty well. It depends, really. I think if I don't know. I never had any problem with hey or how's it going, because for me it's like they think I'm attractive, they'll respond, and if they're interested by my looks, then they'll respond. So I haven't really got to say anything else. I haven't really got to impress. And if they don't really respond or whatever, then they're not obviously attracted to me or don't care, which never happens. But you know, why? But so I don't know. Hey, how's it going? Or hey, tend to work. Favorite YouTuber? I don't want to say his name because it's kind of like a me and Angus thing. Like, I don't want everybody to go on his channel and find all his videos and stuff, because I feel like it's like our little secret haven. You know what I mean? But all his videos are fucking amazing. We had a binge session watching him the other day, and his channel's the best channel ever. So, you know, do you eat ass? Who doesn't at this point? Are you going to VidCon? Nope. Thoughts on We Happy Few? Oh my god, that looks amazing! I'm actually looking forward to that game a lot. That's definitely one of the games that I'm looking forward to the most. It looks amazing. So, yeah. Alright. Alright, a few more questions and I'm out. I'm out of here. I got work to do. Thoughts on Shrek Remaster? What the fuck? What, the movie? We already talked about culture. We already talked about Something Not Included. I think about gingers. Not really into gingers. Well, none of these are catching my eye, so that's me done, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. So while I wait for a few seconds, you can say goodbye to the penguin. He's gonna wave. I'll see you next time. There should be a cringe going up, actually. Actually, it's just gone up. If you're watching this live, a cringe has gone up, and you should go watch that. And if you're not watching this live and it's a VOD, then go check out the newest episode of Cringe Factor. Bye. How do I fucking end this shit? Thanks for coming out.